currently try to continue our progress on story mode for a little while. We are also joined by Game.
Hi.
It's been a little while. We've managed to complete, if I'm not mistaken, Chapter 2, and are pushing our way into Chapter 3. We had just finished doing a couple missions with Javier, John Marston, and had moved the camp. We had saved the one German-speaking gold ingot-giving person there in the camp issue, and had gotten a new gun or so, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully this time we will get at least a little bit further towards our initial goal of 98 at second best. At top best, it's 100% completion of Red Dead Redemption 2 story. Without any further ado, let's just try to jump right on into it.
Oh, but I got my Coca-Cola mini fridge working again.
Oh yeah? What was wrong with it?
Nothing. I got plugged in finally again.
Oh, I see.
Put sodas in and have it working. I turn it off when I go to bed.
There you go.
If you don't stop pissing at me, I'm gonna kill you. What is wrong with you two?
Currently, we just intervened between Pearson and Sadie Adler.
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Like cooking work?
What? Something popped in my brain.
What's that?
Louder! Louder!
Yeah, you missed that part. We did that a while ago. We did
Immediately when you said Pearson, my brain went immediately from Pearson to Lenny.
It's one of the more memorable parts.
Louder!
Just so the stream chat's aware that this is all in-game audio apart from my voice and Game.
Yes. I cannot do a perfect Arthur impression, I am sorry.
Any music, audio, other vocals, and so on is all in-game.
Maybe me and Mrs. Adler don't take a little ride. Yeah, sure. Here's my
Unless me and Vlad are talking about it.
Right.
Have you ever found that mission where you're building a house?
Yes, I have, and I do intend to do that while on stream, even though it is not technically required for the completion. The completion rating, it is, very. The completion rating comes from all the way up to if we meet Sister, I forget what her name is, just before Arthur dies. That'll give us our completion rating of 98 to 100.
Then you have to do certain things as John Marston.
No, we can actually do Marston as the extra stuff. He is the epilogue after the story is completed.
Yeah.
So technically that is extra information and stuff later. We will do them, for sure.
Yeah, I've seen people use John Marston as a... Like, I forgot to do this stuff as Arthur. I'll do that then. Which is everyone else's different gameplay style. Play your game the way you want to play, is what I say.
Yep. The whole reason we actually started the story again, I'm not sure if you remember, so I will tell you in chat, as I do every time I go back to it. We were asked a couple videos ago, about half a dozen or so, if we had ever had the missions with Strauss ever bug on us so we couldn't complete them. And I was like, no, don't think I ever had.
No, actually, neither did I. I'm like, is your game, I'm thinking, is your game pirated or something, or did you get an unlucky bug that it's rare to get?
I don't know exactly what the case would cause the mission to bug out, but from what the individual had said, I can't remember their name. I do apologize to them if they are watching.
And I'm sorry if I don't believe you.
What's that?
And I'm sorry if I don't believe you.
What's that I don't remember their name?
No, the person's like, have you ever gone to Strauss missions to bug out on you? I'm like, I don't believe you. So I'm saying, if it is true, I am sorry I did not believe you.
Yeah, I don't really understand how they could get it to bug the way that they did. However, I have seen where one of those issues with Hooper having an inability to collect the bounty off of him, but there was a simple fix for me when I had that happen a while ago.
And that would be, my friend?
Saving and turning it off, and then re-logging into it.
Oh yeah, basically a code reset, if I recall right.
Right.
I can tell you this had happened on another game that had happened to me, where a mission would bug and you couldn't complete it. You had to do a specific button combination for Fallout, I think it was Fallout 3, to do a memory dump for the whole game. Basically, if I recall right, what they said it's, what, a cache dump?
Sorry, I zoned out half of that. What did you say again?
I was talking about that, a mission like that could have bugged out on me in Fallout 3, where I had to do a cache dump, and I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
when I found out about the fix, I'm like, you have to press these certain buttons and hold it and start your game, then let go. I'm like, oh. Then it fixed it. I'm like, oh, thanks, video.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, sometimes if your game does bug out, I say look up the fixes for it. Because if it's staying and it doesn't work when you save your game and close out of it, yeah, you might need to have a cache dump or just reinstall the game.
Yeah, it's usually a hard reset at that point. The game just gets wiped. And if that still don't work, then it's a full reset.
Oh, people hear gunshots on my end. I am playing Long Dark.
I don't really hear it, so I can't be certain
I'm not
if the
shooting at the
stream
moment.
hears it. But I will let you know.
Yeah, I am playing that game. And if I cuss, that is my bad. I'm being hunted by wolves.
Anyway, right now we are currently doing a travel back through the mission. I forget what mission we're doing. We just took the supplies for Pearson and are getting it back to camp now. With Sadie Adler.
Oh, Pearson, isn't he the butcher?
He is. You are correct.
Man, I remember a lot of things. I don't play it as much anymore. I should, though.
Right now we have our Schofields revolver out and our double action pistol. We just got a mission for an item, or a side mission for Sadie later. We'll get back to those probably sometime with collectibles if possible.
Don't forget the mission about when you gotta find the legendary outlaws.
That's something completely different for now.
I know, but you could accidentally avoid the whole quest, and you can never do it. I forget what it is, but you can get some very unique guns.
Sorry, what was that?
I was talking about the legendary outlaw quest, where you got the guy is running a book about some legendary outlaw.
Oh, you mean, yeah, we did get that, but we do not currently are not pushing that at all.
Yeah, I was letting you know that sometimes that quest will just be non-existent once you do a certain thing. Kinda sucks, you know?
That is not really a requirement for the completion. It is necessary for some of it, just for like first mission of it, but that's something we can do any old time.
You can get an early semi-automatic for it too. I believe it's the Mauser broom handle sidearm, which is a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
I love Mauser broom handles.
I think we realize this.
Don't get me wrong, I like the single actions, but in that point in time, it's like, I'd rather have a single action or a semi-automatic variant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, or do I have them both?
You have neither because you're not playing. Haha!
I actually have a BB gun variant here in my room.
I'm aware. You forget.
Yeah, I actually had a CO2 gun fail on me yesterday, Black.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Walter PPK variant.
Huh.
You know the part that helps screw in the CO2 to the gun?
Yeah, the cartridge
Thing, whatever the fuck it's called. My friend.
cartridge class.
Yeah, that failed.
Oh, so it wouldn't hold CO2?
It could, but the thing that allows you to press it in to punch it, let the CO2 go into the gun,
Mm-hmm.
that piece failed. And a part of the plastic broke off. I'm like, God darn it. But hey, I was able to see if it finally shot still. It did until it failed. Last moments of its life was shooting.
I enjoyed myself
Mhm.
out there.
And you know that Colt single action you like shooting with me?
Mm-hmm.
It had a part snap inside of it, so yeah, that one became dead. Completely
Yeah.
dead.
Maybe.
Like, hey, I
Sometimes
got
I
You
have...
can handle yourself.
Yeah, I said to Peyton and Gary, at least I got 2 decoration pieces now that are no
Mhm.
longer in function unless I get a spare part. Single action,
Right.
that's kind of difficult to repair. The Walter, I could easily find the part if I do want to spend the money, but like, no, I can easily get another variant if I want.
So, for everybody's information, we just got a silver on that last mission. We were then approached by Micah there a second ago, which we ignored. He's like, hey, are there? I was like, not now.
Vlad,
Hmm.
have you done the part where you just watch him hang?
Yes, I have. I really wanted just to leave him there.
You could do that.
But then we could not actually get the side holster for a little while longer, and which allows us double pistols. I would have taken the double pistols anyway.
Yeah, and if I recall right, you don't get his gun at the end of the game either.
You're right.
But some people
Once
said you could
Micah
just watch
is
him
killed,
hang.
his guns are, if we let him hang, his guns would have been shelved by his, I think it was in-laws? That you see him
Someone that
kill
took his
while
guns.
yeah, that he kills. And you would not have gotten his pistols and such later after that, once Dutch shoots him.
I think it's only one pistol, which is sad.
It's a pistol and I think a rifle.
No, I haven't gotten to the end of the game. All I've seen people show up was his pistol.
But you have to actually go over to his corpse.
You have to go travel all the way back there to go to his corpse to take it.
To take the rifle, yeah. It is there for at least the first few minutes. When you finally are relieved from the cutscene, it'll allow you to travel right back to it if you can. If you don't get the weapons. Apart from the
It
pistol.
basically says, good luck, you're never coming back here from him ever again.
And truth be told, you wouldn't really want to go back up there more than once.
No, especially You need a good horse and really what good winter gear.
Pretty much. Right now we are doing the mission with Dutch and Hosea. Chapter 3.
That's not bad.
No.
It's sad about how some of the other members in the gang actually die.
Yeah,
Sad,
like
I know.
Sean and who else?
He was happy. The guy was happy to get shot.
Yeah, he's
Love that
walking
movie.
through town and then shink, right through his head. Drops.
He was a new gang. If I recall right, he was a new gang member.
He was a recently returned gang member, as we saw in the stream before.
Oh yeah, you had to go find him and save him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a
I actually let him dangle a little longer there, too.
especially both of you.
He's like, what are you waiting for? Shoot me down. And I was like, I'll get to it.
Stick with the plan.
I missed the first 2 shots. He's like, stop fucking around. And then I shoot the wire.
We don't have to talk.
Oh, did you know what was that mission for, I don't know if you got into that part yet, where you killed the rival gang's leader.
Both of you.
What are we talking about?
What's the gang that Dutch hates?
Oh, the O'Driscolls?
Yeah.
After Valentine,
I don't think you're there yet.
No, we will be later. We get to watch him hang.
over the soil and the rocks. See what
You can
In-
stop that, or just you can basically,
imagine.
make sure he hangs, or you can immediately shoot him right off the bat. Like, sorry, Arthur will let me say, if you want me to spoil it, call me.
Spoiler alert, you may if you wish.
I'm sorry, Dutch, I have to do it. I put the twist on it, he's like, sorry, Dutch.
Looks like law.
I'm definitely not going to be the one to pull the trigger on him. I am going to let him hang, but I'm just going to see to it that he hangs.
Hey. Well, look what the cat drug in.
You didn't hear me shoot my gun, did you?
No.
Okay.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys? Fine. This is quite some country you have.
Okay, I'll
here.
explain why we stopped playing not Resident Evil, but yeah, Red Dead Redemption for so long.
Hmm.
Great.
Or did we not?
It's up to you if you want to.
Good to meet you.
I see bad experience with a buddy.
That is game referring to one of our other friends. His name we are not going to divulge on.
Nothing too terrible, I trust.
We're not going to, what's the word, not divulge.
Put more hate towards him.
I'm not going to put it out on chat.
He is a magician.
He
I know him.
decided not
He's
to be
cool.
very pleasant and
But he
actually
is not a bad
very
fellow. Now, can we
uncharacteristically bad.
Plus emulating a lot.
Cheating, misuse of
allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
misuse of code emulation tools.
take Archibald with. Just what I signed up for. Come on,
You seen him do it in GTA when he got off the poker table after we ran out of money. Guy was winning millions upon every time. Like, at least we got off that table he was doing it.
As soon as we had gotten off, he had gotten 1 million chips in in-game currency somehow. Even while we were
Every
still...
time.
Yeah, every time. Even while we were still even playing with him, he somehow got 1 million chips.
And he was betting millions. I'm like, dude, even though I'm not that idiot, I could bet a mil in that.
And I didn't have no million to bet. I had a few 100,000. So obviously somewhere.
He was cheating. Plus, you figured it out when you did your weird shenanigans in GTA.
Yes, every time I would do my counter hacker methods, such as taking a really fast car and literally driving Mach 10 straight through the entire minimap.
Or me using the Batmobile.
Yes, Batmobile was proficient in this. Anti-countermeasures was to literally, what's the word? Drive as fast as we could, make them hard reset so that their code emulators would read, uh-oh, someone's messing with the code sticks. Kind of just helping the game out a little more, revamping the server. Would often lead our friend's targeting system to be messed up. He would also glitch. He would also eventually lag out even. But like I said, it's better that we don't speak of Eddie in this. It's better that we just let it be.
Yeah.
Oof. And we just fell off the train as it was being a douche. And we just finished beating the one dude down and throwing him off the train when we ended up
Have you done the glitch with the rope and train?
What do you mean, the rope and train?
You lasso someone when you're riding the train and watch them, the physics break.
Technically yes, but right now we're chasing the Anderson boys on the Lemoyne train.
I know, but not like in missions, like you can just do it randomly to a civilian at this point.
I mean, yes, we could, but not right this moment. What the?
I think it only works in single
Okay,
player,
that was glitched. So we ended up throwing the one guy off of the train and then walking off without even so much as a hint of the controls.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I have no idea why. So we continue to chase these douchebags across the train. Now we get to go fight them again. Now we get to go after the last one, because we just literally beat the one guy in a different way this time.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. You ain't made to bother. Let me go.
You know what was hard for me to do in that game, and I kind of avoided that mechanic a lot? The draw mechanic.
The what mechanic?
Dueling.
Oh, the draw where you have to actually pull your gun out with the, what you want to call it, the third eyesight thing there.
Yeah, like the showdown rule.
Yeah.
Rules. I avoided that mechanic in that game because I'm like, how the fuck can you pull this off?
Well, thank you, Dad.
So every time I
So,
kept doing, I got irritated.
we just managed to beat the last of the Anderson boys. If he ain't dead, he's pretty damn close.
It cuts to the next thing you throwing him off the train.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
What now?
Take him in. Come on.
Am I right?
Hmm?
Cuts to the next thing of you throwing him off the train.
Pat on
Maybe.
the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural.
I hate tracking a wounded animal in my game that when it just recently snowed.
Oh, we'll round
Hmm?
him up.
tracking that wounded animal when it just snowed in your game, it's kind of hard to figure out where they're going. It's like, I see a speck of blood. And it's like, okay, which way did they go?
Are you familiar with the area here? No, not really. On your right here, these
Oh,
tobacco
found the speck of
fields.
blood.
This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family. Looks bone dry.
I did hear an
Yes,
animal
we
just
are in dire need of somebody
die in
around here,
pain,
let me
I'm
tell you.
guessing.
The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations.
But I don't know.
My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Right now we have reached, just finished the first main Lemoyne mission. We're being talked to the deputy here on the way to Rhodes. For anyone just joining stream and doesn't know what part we're in, this is chapter 3 or 4. We are currently outside of the Grays farms.
Remember when I said I was tracking the wounded animal? That
Just?
screamer, the sound I heard of a dying animal, yeah, that was that deer.
You sure it wasn't you just imagining the sound?
No. I have to make a fire, cook all this raw meat. Ugh. Even though I have come back in my own little encampment base.
Up there on your left is the road to
You can never be too prepared for when you're stuck in a blizzard.
saloon owned by the Grays. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right? Yep. Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Long Darko's been getting updates, which is not bad. I play it once in a while.
Just bring him here. Hey, fellas.
RD2, I think, has updates. I haven't installed any of them.
Mr. Gray, we got him. Harrington, I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice. That's wonderful. So, about my friend here, your idiot friend is free to go. No more trouble from you, partner.
You can probably agree with that one for me, right?
What's that?
There were probably some updates I probably missed.
I'll pretend to appreciate that.
No idea.
So Red Dead
We
Redemption
also
2.
just saved one of the other gang members whose comes and goes. That if you have even heard of some of the lore-based stipulations, he kind of looks like the Reaper that they talk about in some of the lore cutscenes and such. I forget what his name is right off the bat.
Is everything
let's see.
Stranger?
He looks like that, yeah, the weird stranger. But it's
Apparently,
one of our it's one of our group's guys there.
oh, is he the one you saved from getting his ass ran over by a train?
I don't know. No. That's Reverend Swanson. I'm talking the other one. The one who takes you onto that ferry boat ride later on.
Yeah.
The guy who almost looks like Dutch, but without the hat and such.
He looks like Dutch, but without the hat.
Kinda. I mean, looking at him from the cutscene we got, I forget what his name is.
Yeah,
I'll think
I
of
do
it
too.
eventually. He gives you the lock breaker.
Oh, yeah, even his name fucking escapes me, my language. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does give you the lock breaker.
Yeah, and he looks like the weird death stranger dude that you meet later on.
I'd love to meet one.
That everyone nicknamed him the Devil.
No, they named him Death. Devil or in a Sunday best kind of deal.
Yeah, every character in that game series, I believe, encounters that variant of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
no.
character eventually runs into this stranger. or they run into something that references the stranger, like the strange hut, or the character themselves. For example, John runs into him all throughout the first series.
And I believe shot him too, and it did nothing.
Shot at him, clear as day.
Almost like, what, point blank in the back?
So we're gonna go fishing with the guys, with Hosea and Dutch.
Don't catch the legendary catfish.
We'll catch whatever we damn well please.
You know what I'm talking about?
Legendary fish. There are plenty of them.
Yeah, except one you can never catch, I believe, is the legendary catfish.
It can be caught.
I just don't remember it did, but the guy that gives you the quest is dead.
Technically, yes. Horse, stop running away from us.
Stop trying to be a madman.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass.
Our next issues after this will be going to civilization in the next chapter, and then the chapter after that's Guama, I think is how you say it. The trip overseas kind of deal, where you get the volcanic pistol.
I was able to buy that.
Trelawney was his name.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy we just saved out of the carriage. Trelawney looks like the weird stranger.
Yeah.
He's also the guy who will be having us dress up to look the part in a ferry boat robbery later on. That's actually one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, we don't need the law. We don't need the repeat of last ferry heist we done.
We don't need you won the lottery, dear boy, kind of deal is what he'll be saying. You don't need that crappy outfit. You get to be civilized, quote unquote.
I still love it when they, if I recall right, I haven't gotten that far. I think they keep saying the ferry heist we did back then was a screw up. And Dutch, why did you shoot him?
If you recall, that ferry job that they reference is the one that leads them into the situation with the Pinkertons, which is what takes part in the beginning of the game. Now, the one we're referencing is a spoiler ahead for those who may not have played or may not know.
I haven't gotten that far, but yeah.
Anyway,
I don't mind it.
It is always good to at least make note of it that it is a spoiler.
Yes.
But
I'm
sure
they were still referencing the beginning parts of the game.
Yes, that ferry job that they always refer to is the one that Micah had originally advised them to do, which ultimately turned into a trap. It was Micah attempting to get the gang lynched and taken care of, while still finding a way to save his own hide. When that didn't go over as they planned, he tries to find so many other ways, including surrendering in Strawberry. If you look into it more, you can actually see that he was caught, quote unquote, when Lenny says it, but in truth it's him willingly giving up till they take his guns away. When he is fingered as who he is, they literally strip him of his guns, which drives him batty.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
So then he decides to go and kill the
Come on,
entire
Arthur.
town.
Let's get her in the water.
This is where Arthur references his. So you had to go and shoot the entire town for your precious guns. Yes, precious they are in one of our videos before.
Let me
What? I died in my game.
Huh?
You're too dumb for
Guess
anything
how?
else.
How?
Here's to
It didn't even tell me, like, you have faded into the dark. I'm like, what?
Now take it
The dark of what? The abyss?
stupid fish.
For people that don't know, the Long Dark is basically think of the Ice Age hitting modern day humanity now, but a lot worse. I'm guessing I froze to death.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I had to get some sleep. I took my time for, I think, too much. I slept for 12 hours. I think I died. So I'm going to see if my game will still load up where I originally loaded because I didn't quit my game. I just quit the app because I was trying to do achievement hunts on the game. And one of them is survive 500 days on survival mode.
Worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
There's it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Damn, I lost him.
The collapse. Largely cut off from the main slice, the collapsed Great Bear Islands became even more resourceful in their isolation. Oh my god, Vlad, it let me go back to my,
I think that's a fight. Got him?
well, to one of my game saves. Which one? I do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Apparently it's one where I had 12 arrows, a rifle, and a revolver. I'm not complaining.
Hey, look at this.
But now I have to re-get my armored vest, because that one save apparently died.
So we got our first catch. We caught a smallmouth bass.
50-pounder, you reckon?
I would like to see that. Hey, Jose. Remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing?
Right now we are fishing with Hosea and Dutch, and game is in chat for those of you who may or may not be just
Oh,
joining in.
yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Logged in all full of himself.
That game is making a lot of noises.
Big feast.
Mhm.
Roasted him all night.
We are reeling in our second fish.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?" You can fish, or you can go drinking all day. rob someone.
Second catch is
You're getting a hang of this. There he is.
sheep's head trout.
That's a keeper.
I used to go fishing with this fella.
And I
back
heard,
in the
did
day.
she say trout?
Wesley, his name was.
Sheep's head trout.
Okay. She said it so quick, my brain, like, I heard she said trout. I'm like, what?
When we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley?
Also, I'll be right
We've
back.
just caught
I'm gonna
our
go get
third
food.
fish and are reeling it in.
Well,
Yep.
I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is. Oh, dear God. I'll swim to shore.
Fish on the line, Arthur. Nicely done, Arthur.
Another trout, sheep head,
Remember those big salmon I caught
or
in Montana
steelhead,
last
my
year?
bad, not
We had a
sheep head,
banquet
I
around that
misspoke.
night until Cocker went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog. Yes, here it comes. Never lost the puppy in him. Not to the end. You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean. Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I like the ferry. Still open and wide. could be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky. No point us trying to
Make
get
that
back
4.
way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back to Sean. Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
Good job, Arthur. Ha! Got ya!
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later.
I'm back.
Welcome back. We had just caught our 4th one. We're working on 5.
She and I didn't always see eye to eye.
You know when your mini fridge gets cold enough where it starts accumulating water?
I can only imagine.
Not
Yeah.
really a mini fridge, but a fridge.
My own way. And she me and hers. But
We've
somehow
got 5 on the line now. Let's try to get up there a little further.
You hooked him? Well done.
5th one.
Bart was pleased with that one. Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
I'll say it.
All
In
right.
Red,
Think we got a decent haul here.
in Red Dead Redemption, it is
You head back?
We could keep
relaxing to hunt and fish.
from here.
It is very,
Could be useful.
very
They'll
relaxing.
find their way back.
That's what I want some people to do when they see players playing online.
Thank you, boys.
It's just
Yeah.
to say, messaging them like, hey, what you doing? I'm just hunting, fishing, relaxing.
A lot of people, when it comes to online, really just shoot each other.
Murder, mayhem, chaos! We've done that before. We enjoyed it somewhat, but then it's like, you guys want to go fishing and hunting again?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
that's far more enjoyable, I find. You know what, we should do that, though. It would give us a bit of a break from the Red Dead 100% honesty.
You want to do that? I gotta take a look and see if my Red Dead has an update.
Yep. Guys are singing in the boat right now.
Yeah, definitely. Mine has an update, so I can't.
It shouldn't take too long.
My connection? Probably a couple of hours.
It won't take you that long. If you only got that going, it shouldn't take you more than maybe an hour. And that's with seldom use of your game system.
It's 21 minutes and I have a game playing.
Well, it won't be that long before it's done.
Yeah, I'm trying to get somewhere before my character passes out hard from exhaustion in this one. Even though in my games I usually keep very on top of that. I have coffee. What am I thinking? I have coffee.
Right
Coffee
now
brings
we are
back-
rowing into port.
I don't recommend drinking coffee if you're like fatigued a lot in real life. Be
Absolutely not.
smart.
All right.
Be smart.
For everyone's particular knowledge, coffee contains caffeine, which is considered a dangerous drug nowadays.
I
And
know.
a very
It is
powerful
even more
laxative. You drink too much
addictive.
of it.
It's even more addictive, they say, than marijuana or cocaine.
On my side.
Statistically
If everyone-
speaking,
Just
Yeah.
it is almost the third deadliest killer to modern man.
This place
Because
will be good
people
for
are
us.
so
Now,
sparingly
I
at
hope
best
so.
with it. Where they drink at least 2 cups a day at their best.
Or some people say, I drink 12 cups. You should be dead by now.
12 cups, depending on what it is. Yeah, a whole pot if they're not that smart. We got silver on that, by the way. We took some hits from one of the Andersons, so we did not get gold. However, we managed to catch the Anderson boys in under 5.5 minutes. We also caught a fish with Dutch and Hosea. It only asks for 1. We actually caught 5.
Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Or I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that. Arthur.
So, here is Chapter 3's Leopold Strauss. Everybody.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns
I'm trying to
out
find my
freedom is
controller,
not
my
cheap
remote for my
business.
TV to
Not for
turn
us
it up.
And not for some of the locals.
Shocking already.
I prefer to call it fake.
You ain't the one handing out the beating.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and
Back to our
children in your
caffeine
home. What choice you may
thing.
have, Mr. Morgan?
I forget how much it is for a human being to consume before they drop dead.
Technically, they say you're not supposed to have more than like maybe 6 ounces of caffeine a day. Good luck with that,
His name was
as a lot of
Everyone's
people
built
who may be
different.
watching
How
would
many
be
of them
saying.
you think you'll be able to pay?
with enough
Everyone's different.
Mm-hmm. On average, though, statistically, no more than 6 ounces. But, as we all know, myself is a great offender to this. That ain't ever gonna fucking happen. Pardon my language.
Same. And you see me drink like how much soda a day?
Soda's different. It's not as bad. It is still very, very similar to coffee. It contains the same additives for sugar and such. As we all know, caffeine is in both. Except for in ginger ale. There still is some, but not many. Not much. But, apart from that, let us change the topic to what should we donate into the camp box? Right now, I am donating
bat wing.
anything that is not important.
Glad you hear me.
No.
A bat wing.
We don't have that. We have a gold ingot and a small bag of jewelry. Which, for those of you who may not know, the small bag of jewelry came from one of the Leopold Strauss's things before, which was an addition that we took before it said, okay, we have to leave. The gold ingot, for those of you who also may not know, and I'm going to try it this run, is to use that to cure Arthur's ailment. Supposedly, if you bring the ingredients to the witch, when they are at the cauldron, you can cure Arthur. One of these ingredients is supposedly the gold ingot.
If I recall a secret ending.
It is an alternative ending. Yes, it is not technically required.
Not the canon ending. Just an ending.
Canon ending is just the ending you will get if you do not do, what's her name, sister, whatever they're in Denise.
Dennis.
Saint Denise, Dennis,
Denise,
however you say it.
Dennis, whatever you want to call it.
Some people here say that say this is what it is kind of deal. But yeah. Anyway.
It's like saying that horse is a Mustang, but it's not a Mustang.
Right. Split hairs and all that.
Yes. Now,
As it sits, there are two great issues that we are currently going to be dealing with. As you all can see, we already have the munitions with our camp.
resupply inside.
Currently, we could have upgraded this. We still can, however,
Money.
we can currently also get all of our resources currently. That's about all we need to do right now. Apart from that, we need to keep stocking up our money. Would you just mount the damn horse? Thank you.
Good evening.
Is it the white horse you have, or is it just a normal horse?
It's our horse. We need to mount it and ride it nearby so that way we can actually get to our next objective.
I find it interesting how humanity can still have remorse for a horse in a video game. I find it interesting.
Well, here's the thing right now. We had just left camp and it just gave us notification on a robbery we can do. So now instead we are riding back. And now that we're riding back, it shows us another mission, which it did not just do. It is literally lagging just a bit. But at least now we know that those missions are available.
Is your people Jacobites or English?
I have a question to ask you, Vlad.
My
Certainly.
people were peasants.
What's your favorite scenery in Red Dead Redemption 2?
My dad would say that no
Tough choice.
That old world bullshit, it ain't got no place here.
I would honestly say
judgment here.
it is the draw between John, Micah, and
Even us
Dutch.
Irish. You ain't so
Why?
free of politics.
I hate everyone.
Because there are multiple ways that this can go
In that
down.
case, you're gonna want
I
You
said
miss
scenery, my
shooting
bad.
either of them.
ride around for days.
What's that?
Come across
I
this
said
old
scenery.
couple of
The
fuckers
Scenery.
out outside all
Oh, as in, like, area?
Then they come
Yeah,
across
area
this
to
hunter
look
down
at
the river.
and just
He tells me there's
enjoy it.
Says they hit a
That's
train
a
couple
different
of days
topic
back near
entirely.
Emerald Branch.
Like, continue over the first one
Share
you
the
were
bottle
on.
we did.
As
Off
for
the back of
scene,
mine.
my favorite,
No reason not to. He's
my
right.
top favorite is because there are multiple ways that that ending can go down. If you save Arthur, supposedly he shows up in that fight too.
Let's go check it out.
He has his gun pointed at the back of Micah's head from behind.
How do you save him?
You
Huh?
just keep your cool.
How do you save Arthur?
That's what we're attempting. We're going
You
to
thought I
be
was dead?
we're going to be attempting to save Arthur, as I was mentioning earlier. The only way to do that, though, is to kidnap a witch, bring her to the cauldron, and give her later on the ingredients to make a potion. Supposedly, this potion won't be done until just before the mission where we bring Reverend Swanson or meet Sister, what's her name, at the train station right after we help Eagle Flies in the later chapters.
And rightly so.
That's one of my favorite characters right there.
That is one of my many favorites.
I see you sitting around plenty.
My question is, who'd they hire for him?
Who they hire?
Yeah, for just voicing him.
There's a
sounds
lot of
authentic.
things about that are particular. Yeah, it probably would be.
So I believe what the time period at the time.
The time period is correct. This is also those times where the Civil War hadn't really ended for some,
Completely.
and native issues as such as territory, culture, and things were being pushed out, but were still being held. The time frame in which this is set is beautifully accurate. Now, exactly how accurate, in an earlier video, I had made the notion that exactly Charles would not have truly acted that way over the death of the Buffaloes, because he was not so connected with a tribe as he tells you in the earlier missions, but he still overreacts and shoots hunters and poachers when it comes to the buffalo desecration, which I'm not arguing. It is just ambiguously inaccurate, I would say.
Then, if I recall right, they basically killed all the buffaloes to make a warning to the natives, like, try messing with us again, see what happens.
No, in this they do it just to make it, as the hunters say, to make it look like natives did it, but they did it all wrong. They did it so that it would ruin the carcasses, it would ruin the furs, so on and so forth.
And that's how humanity wiped out an amazing beast from America.
And technically it's not wiped out, it's still just ushered into another corner. There are still buffalo left in the world, they did not go extinct.
I meant the American one.
No, there are still some. There are not many. They are captive. As last I heard, they are something that Yellowstone does not like to talk too much about.
Because if I recall right, it was a terrible thing in history.
It was a great loss of history. Yes. The buffalo themselves, wild free roams, haven't happened since. And it was a very big loss of history.
I'm pretty sure some of the, what I recall, remaining Native American tribes were a little still happy about, and a little bit just like disappointed.
No. Natives themselves weren't, if they are true natives at heart, will know exactly why that is a bold statement on your part and a gross over exaggeration. And I will tell you, the native heritage in itself is a blessing. Now, the desecration of animals such as the buffalo were a way of life. They were not something you just take willy-nilly. They were something to be honored. They were something to be respected.
Something taken the time of need.
Yes, you take them when you need them. You follow them, and you do not hurt their numbers too grossly.
If I recall right, I forget what native tribe it was. I don't know if there are any surviving relatives of it now. I forget the clan's name.
There are many tribes, and we all keep as one. And
Yeah.
I say we because, honestly, I am part of one.
Yeah, if I
And
recall,
for such indication, it is Sadawa Shirodosha, if I can pronounce it a little better than I did before.
I said Cherokee, but I was wrong.
It is part Cherokee. There is Cherokee in there somewhere.
So slightly right, slightly wrong.
Pretty much.
And everyone for me, I like learning about history and stuff. Most of my family generation's from overseas.
And that's only 50% of who I am.
Yeah. Some of my family is from, on my dad's side, I don't know much about it either. Much, if I could ask, would be for my Grandpa Rube, or my Grandma Roberta if I ever do visit her, how far the family tree goes.
Let us just put it behind us for the conversation and move
Yes.
on to a better topic. It would be much wiser.
Alright, what's the next topic?
Let's just kind of try to get back to the topic at hand.
I think we were talking about missions and it went spiraling.
Yes, it went spiraling. We started talking about one of your favorite characters, which led us into that spiral.
Yeah. Oh, what's your favorite scenery in the game?
Scenery, I would have to say when we burn the Gray's fields.
Mine would be...
Reason I say that, sorry not to cut you off there.
Go ahead.
Reason I
think of it, I got two of them.
Yeah, the reason I say that is important, mostly due to the fact that, what you want to call it, you get to watch a lot of people get really pissed off, and you get to literally get back at some of the jackasses for Sean's death.
And ruining someone's wall.
Spoiler. But the only reason that comes into play is we burn the fields, then it goes down back to, what you want to call it?
There are two missions, I know that.
It goes back down to the fact that we burn the fields, we go back to Rhodes after a fight with the Braithwaites.
Yeah?
Oh, sorry, I realized we fucked something up there, everybody.
I think your controller disconnected.
No, I mean, in the game story and all.
Oh,
We
you went
did
that
just,
quiet on my end.
we messed up something, I realize now.
Oh, that's not good.
Right.
I'm guessing it's very important, isn't it?
It was kind of, because in taking out the last guy, well, we kind of fucked ourselves in the ass with that one now.
What part is that, may I ask?
We were trying to rob a house with Sean, and we ended up shooting the last guy before getting the info out of him.
Oh, no.
So,
Gamer mistakes.
yes, everybody, we did mess that up a little, but I guess that gives us another run of the video later on. How is your download doing?
Not download, give me a second. 6 minutes.
Good, then there'll be just enough time to enter into the online.
You wanna know how I have to save in my game? It's kind of stupid.
Run all the way back to camp.
I have to sleep.
Basically, you're running back to your camp.
Camp or someplace with a bed.
Now, we
I
are
tried
only
finding my original
halfway
camp
through
on
our
this
video,
server.
everybody, by the way. Halfway mark.
I have to reload my rifle.
So we will have to do most of what you saw in this video again, but I would rather do that over again anyway, because the one flaw we couldn't mess up, we ended up messing up because we were so distracted by the conversation.
Yeah, that happens. Gamers
It does.
mistakes.
Now, the reason why we would want to take that mission with Sean a little more seriously is because it affects our overall gang appearance, and we don't get as much money, or any money really, as you've seen. We get a gun. The way we ended up shooting the one guy was bad on our part.
You don't get anything.
We don't get anything. Like I said, we get a rusty double action. That's it.
Yeah.
And
I
we end
find
up
it
having to
very-
shell out of pocket for bad info.
Basically, you have to pay the gang to go find the information, basically.
No, we wasted a chance at getting free money. So we ended up paying for the missing issues. But yeah, in a sense, technically. We're paying because we ended up wasting resources. Yeah.
That's real life, people. Screw something over, you're gonna pay for it eventually.
Yep. For example, in my everyday line of work, you mess up so much, you will end up, or even one particular item, you are shelling out of pocket almost your whole paycheck for one item. That's how bad my work is. And for those of you wearing piercings, I'm sure you can understand why.
And people, I do not wear piercings. I don't like it.
I don't really like wearing or hearing about piercings, but I do make them for a living. They pay my bills and then some. If you wear a Leroy piercing, I have probably made it as long as it has come within the last 3 months or so. Well, 3 to a year, depending on what it is. If it is a Talia, I'm sure you probably won't know the terminologies I use.
No.
It is gold. That would not be something I would have made. I am not against learning it though, if my supervisor would take the time. But I understand the hesitation in this.
Should I explain why I don't like piercings?
Please do. It would alleviate some of the air.
For me, I have that feeling where I can feel something in my body, and if it moves at all, I get so much uncomfortable feelings about it. Like, say how every time I get an IV in my arm, my body will flinch and will lock up, and I don't like it. What's that terminology? Foreign object in the body, your body wants to fight and get rid of it?
A constant irritant.
Yes, that's me. If I have it, I'll be like, no, okay, get it out, get it out. Get
Oh,
out of
we
me.
just killed the leader of this online gang hideout, unfortunately, because we don't have our heavier guns. We ran out of special rifle ammo. Sorry, I can't really talk. I've been
Oh yeah,
talking
you
for a
got
while.
screwed over in that game too. On the online part, right? If I recall?
Not really. Oh, well, technically, yes. I did have most of my stuff reset. Due to our non-described individual.
And somehow for me, when I last checked it, I wasn't touched.
Because he was not currently active at the time, and he did not use, what you want to call it. He was not
Emulator?
pegged for any issues with game, because game officially was off, and they did maintenance, a lot of it. When they do maintenance, if you are currently active, they will look through everything you do. If they see something that they do not like, they will reset what progress you make. It's kind of stupid, at the same time I see why.
I see
Our
people
one-
that when I first started it, the beta, I see people that were already max level. I'm like, there's no way.
Yes, because technically they had used an emulation. Now, why an emulation is terrible, it gives an unfair advantage to anyone who uses it.
Oh,
It
hey,
also
speaking of which,
violates their security protocols in order to acquire such. Basically, they are sacrificing their own personal identity in order to use a code stream or a code stick. Basic. Also, a code emulation is basically forfeiting the basic regular game and making it code pirated, as they would say, some people. basically saying that you're pirating use of your game and is technically therefore illegal.
Oh, hey, I forgot to tell you something.
Because it is unfair use of a data presented to you by legal tender, and it is also, as for all extensive purposes, and I will show you on stream, when we go into the online, it allows us to select these mini locations of which we can teleport to. Also, it gives us a store, most commonly referred to as microtransactions. These microtransactions are what people tend to misuse, and the emulator is basically stealing from the company. This is why it is a great offense and a great issue for companies to have games where people can misuse the code in such a way.
I'm gonna cut
And this
you off
is
for a second.
technically a federal offense.
Yeah, can
So
cut
I
you for a
would
second?
recommend that you do not do it.
Yeah. Please don't, everyone. Can I ask you 2 questions? Oh, I got one to tell you, but I got one to ask you. I'm using my wireless headphones because the little PSP accidentally triggered as a mark for an emulating stick.
No. A headphone jack cannot be used as an emulation stick.
No, I meant like the wireless thing that you plug into your console.
Technically, no. If it is misused or misregistered, possibly could be coded differently. Say if you were to buy it from a friend of yours, and this headset and stick were already labeled with a code emulation, or a modded emulation. An emulation is an adjustment to where it is not the original format in which it was purchased in.
Yeah, that's what I thought I'd ask you.
Legally, no.
You want to hear the thing I forgot to tell you?
Please do.
With what's-his-name, when I played with him on Far Cry, the new Far Cry, people, every time you start the game, it will literally tell you, press cross button to start. Every time you load in. I kept telling him, I'm getting annoyed with it. He's like, I don't get that. I'm like, oh, I see.
Cross button to start. Please elaborate just a little more so we can understand.
Some games, they have the narrations like that are permanently, even though I turn them off. I don't know how to fix it, nor do I care. It irritates me sometimes, but I'm trying to get used to it. I'm getting used to it. It would literally tell me to start my game, press cross button, which is the X button. Cross button, X button. Why? Even I turned it off.
Why does this annoy you?
Imagine hearing it at the top of the speakers. I have it low. I hear it screaming at me, press cross button to start. I'm like, you're being very violently asking me to start my game.
I see.
But with what's his name, he says he doesn't get it. I'm like, and you just got the game.
Chances are his system is bugged, his stuff is either rigged, or he has manipulated his system to where it does not work that way. There are many other options, these are just the probable. But like I was saying, let us just
oh hey,
change
the Halloween Pass 2 is locked.
I'm sorry?
Halloween Season Pass 2 is locked.
Currently, I would assume that means it is not fully ready to be released.
I have one thing into it, which is weird.
More than likely.
Want me to invite you to the posse? If I can remember the controls?
So currently I am looking over the issue that you were just talking about. Ah, yes. Club and Pass info. The Halloween Pass 2 is a purchasable limited time upgrade that offers rewards across 15 ranks Earn seasonal clothing items, masks, and Gabriella lantern, crafted from the Enact Human Skull, bound shears, and much more as you progress. All Halloween Pass rewards 2 up to your current club rank unlock instantly once a Halloween Pass is purchased. Everything you unlock while the pass is active from now until November 22nd will persist after the Halloween Pass expires. It is not 2021, that is not updated properly. This is just also a reuse from last year.
Yeah, it's close, so you can't buy it either. But you wanna know why I was laughing and trying out the board out laughing? I look into the posse stuff, I immediately see Insane Con Posse! As we're talking about the Halloween
This month's Prime Game Benefits claim.
I refer to the Blood Gang, by the way.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
I reformed my posse.
Okay.
And I have sent you an invite.
I have not gotten it, I just was showing that on stream.
But
that I have not received it.
The people that were in the posse just got murdered.
There it is. I will join it as soon as possible. Right now I am going to try and take out another gang. Ooh, I get to search the homestead for valuables.
Online option. Playstyle.
He did.
Please. I would laugh if I saw you immediately kill someone in the section I'm in. But, oh, hey, you're in here with me. But, there's some dudes in the game that I have made in real life, and I actually enjoyed it. Would you like me to say what it was?
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a firefight, fighting guys with bows.
I can hear it.
And surprisingly, now I've got the law on me and falling down hills.
Weird.
And yeah, I don't understand half of what was just going on. They chased me out of the house with a knife, a couple guys with knives, and I outmatched them with a bow.
Apparently, random people in the session I'm in are dying.
Reviews the homestead has hidden their valuables around. I'm going to take this collectible first.
How do you, never mind, I figured it.
Sorry, what was that?
I was looking at rolls and stuff, see what was changed. If I did, get set down. Nope, everything is still good. Naturals is at 12. Bounty Hunter is at 12. Moonshiner is 8. Trader and Collector are at max. I remember when I did this with a bunch of buddies, we were just trying to do Trader a lot just to make money. Because it was hard
when
at the
you
time.
were doing it with the buddies, one being me.
Yeah, long after with you, but long before you, I did it with a bunch of other buddies of mine.
Same buddy too, I was there too.
Yeah, I was talking about C. James, Darth,
If it wasn't for our situation with Eddie on GTA, we both wouldn't have probably met Darth.
Yeah.
I will say.
Oh, family's home.
There you go. Anyway, on a different note, we are currently looking for valuables in an abandoned ghost city, or a ghost town, full with people who died of the plague. So that lockbox is empty. We got 2 Capitale from that.
Oh, it was with Shin as well. That's the other person I was playing with. Along
We
with,
have found
with
the
his
valuables, everyone. Now we
Have
can
you been
currently
hearing from
take.
Josh lately? Or does he just not play with his PlayStation a lot?
We both knew he doesn't play that much. He's got a very active lifestyle, but the last time I heard was about 2 weeks ago.
I thought I'd ask because on his account he's like been off for 18 months. Not months, days, bleh.
That's about right. 2 weeks ago.
18 months would be a concern.
18 months would be a while, yeah. It would be over a year at that point. So, the weird thing right now is that hideout turned out to be a strange grab and go par mission instead of a shootout.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not complaining, we managed to finish it. It just kind of took me by surprise.
I'll be right back.
Successful. More money. Not much, but more. Oh, they've now added a new feature that it wasn't there last time I jumped on. Telegrams is the strange missions you can do. But they now have added a, player menu add-on for it. This telegrams part was not here last time I had played online. Last time I had played, I had to open the satchel, as I had just shown you. Go to Documents and find the telegram. Now, I don't even need to do that. For those of you who don't know what I'm looking at, these are the collectibles for online. If you collect the whole set, you can turn the whole set over to Madame Nazir, one of the lady who collects all of the collectibles, and will pay you for them. Each set is worth a particular amount. Each item is also, again, worth a particular amount. You can sell them one at a time, or you can wait until you have the whole collection. Some collections are easier to obtain than others. Because there are a certain number in each set. Now then, welcome back, game.
I'm back.
I just heard you coming, so...
I know, I like saying it sometimes.
I know, and I do appreciate it. Right now, if you wanted to invite us, I am going to head to Rhodes first, otherwise...
I think I sent you the invite, but I can
did
double
get
do
it, but I was in the middle of that last mission as I got your thing.
Oh,
I had just
you want to hear
entered
what my
the
knife
gunfight.
metal is made out of? Or the metal my knife's made out of? It's a stupid decision. Why would you make a knife out of copper? Just copper.
I mean, if it's the only thing you've got, it makes the difference.
It's the knife you use for skinning and stuff and stabbing people in the game. I'm like, why'd I just make it a copper knife? I looked at it, I'm like, wait a second. Huh? It's not a good thing.
Oh, but of course not.
Invite the
Hey, you got
press
anything
here.
for me?
My friend here.
Good for me by any chance? Alright then, that'll be good.
Alright, so we did get that. We did also just receive a reward. Currently I want to try and get our rewards that are available to us, and then I will join
Do
that.
what you need to do, buddy. I'm just sitting at camp doing some stuff.
Yep. How goes your trader right now?
Need materials.
Ah,
I had to order supplies, but I
There
need
you
to,
go.
like, hunt and gather.
okay. We can do that when I join you.
Collect my deliveries, see what I have.
That's why I'm also surprised, because I wasn't put at my camp originally like I normally am.
I usually just put myself, every time I open up the thing, I go, okay, I'm gonna go, say, to the setting, like selections, I go, camp. I click camp all the time.
So, we now have a new treasure map to do as well.
Oh, that reminds me, I gotta look at my satchel too.
I just got
Speaking
it
of
from
treasure
the
map, right?
delivery. Yeah, I just got a treasure map from my
I look in
deliveries.
my, I look in my satchel, I got a treasure map.
I will be back shortly.
Yep.
Don't talk the chat's ear off.
I wish I could. I wish I could. Chad, I wish I could talk your ear off. But right now, I am currently just breaking down fish. That's that. Still had trout. I've never had trout, I think. It's been a long time since I eat fish, but I think trout and taste good. I've had tuna. That's pretty good. Okay. Cook at the campfire. There's Vlad. Comics. Yes, please. One. Oh.
Alrighty then.
Toxic moonshine.
It seems we have finally loaded in.
Making toxic moonshine at the campfire. Very bad decision.
Toxic moonshine at a campfire.
Yes, very flammable.
Get a load of that hat.
Aye.
Get a load of that hat.
I think it's the hat you get from
Sorry,
the
I was doing a meme kind of deal.
Yeah,
I hope
get
it
you.
catches.
Look at that hat.
Yes, everybody, their hats were something else. Now, these are my hats currently. Not
Oh,
the
yeah.
greatest.
There's also that functionality where you can cook multiple of one thing. That's actually nice, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a setting where you can turn off the satchel bag?
What do you mean, satchel?
The bag that's supposed to be on your character. Because every time I put stuff away, I'm putting it into an invisible plane of pocket dimension.
I'm not sure I understand your question.
The bag that Arthur has in the game. Is that a setting you can turn off, or for your
Don't
character
believe
design?
I believe
I
it's
find
part of it.
For me, it's like I'm putting away my stuff in this plane of existence out of nowhere. Okay. Well, that's the getting to the what? Nah. Oh, that's quite fun. I'm gonna take some drunkard stew.
You're gonna take your drunkard stew? Oh,
Yeah, the stew pot.
interesting. I feel bad for the drunker you're beating for it.
I feel bad the drunker I robbed for his alcohol.
Nobody, or everybody in chat, nobody was hurt in the making of this video.
Besides the ones that pick a fight.
Besides the one who's causing grief over there. His name was highlighted in the air. He is causing a lot of scene with his horse.
I'm looking at him right now.
I am looking at him right now. With a gun.
My horse, you're startling my horse, man. I don't want to get kicked right now.
I'm gonna make it get kicked. Ugh.
Please don't, I'm trying to change up my guns here.
You're trying to do what with your guns? I can't hear you over the sound of
Change
my
up
gun.
my guns? There's my improved longbow. Not
I had
longbow,
to.
my improved bow.
The devil made me do it.
Oh, so I'm wearing a winter coat in the hot area of the map.
That's your own problem.
It's called me liking exotic jackets.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then, so what are we doing first? We hunting, we killing,
You can do hunting. If I want to get your cores all good and going.
we're working on that now.
You want to hear the recipe for the drunkard's stew? Or the drunkard's lunch, my bad?
What's that? Let me take a look. Oh, I see. 3 big game, 1 Kentucky bourbon, 1 Guamo rum. What the hell is rum? Anybody know what rum is?
Are you talking about Dr. Lively?
No, I don't think
Have
so.
you not seen that? That's a meme now. It's an old show, an old movie. It was called Treasure Island. In the
I've heard of it a
1980s.
long time ago. I just haven't seen any of them all that well.
Dr. Lively, instead of saying rum, he goes room. I'm like, what?
Well, I said rum, not room.
The same thing. It's weird because it's for the meme came more around because in the Russian variant he just talks weirdly.
So we're hunting. What for? Anything particular?
Anything.
I see horses and I see a rabbit.
Rabbit might be dead
Got
now.
the rabbit. Yeah, I got the rabbit. It's not that great. It's
Oh,
a
hey,
poor
we're by that
quality.
one building, by the way. I forget what the heck it's called.
What's
That
that?
one farm that's over here. That's
No
a
idea.
big tree on top of it.
I have to look. I don't know where you ran off to.
The Bilbo Baggins house.
Underhill? Well, I don't think that's Bilbo Baggins. There is one of those. My
I'm right at it
favorite
right now.
scenery area, so you know, and I know it differs, and a lot of people would be creeped out about it, but it would have to be the Nordic
collectible.
ruins. Where? I feel
I
it.
am trying to hunt it. Yep, right in here.
It's inside. What
Right
is
here.
it? It's a card?
It's a comb. Boxwood comb.
Oh, what?
There's
Yes.
another one. It's right here. For me, there's one right here.
I see take jewelry.
That's that. But right here, there's this right here.
I
Should be
see
a
the
comb.
card. Oh, the comb. I see it.
But apparently there's another one here somewhere.
Card. Usually they keep
Right
two
there
of
on the
them.
table.
I see it, yep.
A Xanaterra card. 5 of Swords. That means something, I believe. You know more than I do.
Yep. 5 of Swords is a good card. Depends on how it's used, though. Without a full deck and a full reading, usually, if it's in, like, the middle area of your reading, it means, basically, swords represent the wands in this circumstance.
There's some ground copies here for you, by the way.
Chance being that it's a reflection of your financial or your, what you want to call it, wisdom. Depends where it falls in your readings, usually.
Yeah, there's some ground coffee and some rum in here for you if you want.
I don't need them, you can have them.
Well, I'm full on that stuff because I always keep myself resupplied.
Yeah, I don't need them either because I don't use them.
Yeah, you like my white horse, by the way?
No.
Oh, should I explain the bug with my horse? It's stupidly weird and hilarious.
Probably not. Deer.
Get it!
Trying to get him. I found a small cluster of them. They're running away from me now. Got one. Got two. Got three. Got four. They're all dying. Single shots. They're all fatally
Hey, there's
wounded.
a collectible right here, too.
Man, I'm good.
9 of Cups.
Nice. Would you like to come help?
Yes, there is a screaming deer to my left. Mercy kill.
It lowers the star if you shoot it.
Yeah, I have the ability to mercy kill the animal.
I used to have that.
Yeah, then you gotta, I believe you gotta repay gold for it now, don't you?
I had it reset on me, so I don't have it no more. Ooh, double. Good quality. I'll take this one.
I just skinned this one.
I scanned one over the hill. There should be one more floating about.
Yeah, right over here behind me is a tarot card for you. If you want to collect that one right now. What would the 9 of Cups mean? May I ask?
The 9 of Cups usually refers to your emotional state or love in general, depending on the reading. Where exactly was this card?
Alright, give me a second. Right at the house, there's like a weird little outhouse.
I'm in the house.
Not in the house, outside the house.
There's one inside the house too, somewhere.
The one's outside the house.
We can loot the house in a minute.
I want that fucking ox kill. I'm back here.
Go get it.
It's a perfect ox too, every time here.
Rest. Again, it's all about where you are, where your cards are positioned when you're doing.
Hey, I got that notification. Killing animals will cause that crazy lady cannot like you. I don't care.
The hermit. Yeah.
She can spray me all she wants.
Then she's gonna bug you for help again.
Yes, it's just like, wait for a moment.
Shoot the bitch. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. I meant strangle her from her own intestines. Oh, wait. Should not say that on stream.
Everyone pretty much agrees with you on this one. She
If they've
is
played it.
goddamn annoying.
Very annoying.
Yeah, so if you're trying to do missions for you just done something like, say, you want to get all the jackets for the legendary animal hunts, she will spray you, like, non-stop. And you have to wait, I forget how long.
Before you can ever do anything.
Yes.
Go in the room behind me that I just came out of. I might have missed something.
Yeah, I am looking in the wardrobe, right?
That's what I was gonna do. Hey, chewing tobacco.
You want this hair gel that's in there? Go ahead and take it.
Probably take it.
Yes, people, I have said the
Oh, I found bitters. That's about all I could take. Go ahead, continue.
I forget when they had hair gel, or whatever they call it, hair pomade, I don't know, whatever the heck it was.
It's
Yes,
called
that.
pomade.
Yeah, I forget. It was made out of certain material. They knew how to make stuff back then, but not like what they have today. Oh, if
It
you're looking
was
for that
made to
tarot
last.
card, yeah, if you're looking for that tarot card, come here.
I found it.
Outside, yeah, you did?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. Oh, motherfucker, get back here.
Who are you chasing? What are you talking
Fox!
about? Oh, I'm riding back to camp with what I killed already. Don't you have a wagon for this?
My hunting wagon?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But if it
Wow.
breaks, it breaks.
So, you can always get it fixed and call another one.
Yeah, let me go drop what I have right now off, then I could call in my vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just killed a raccoon.
Because if you weren't aware, that is a solution that you have that I no longer have. I used to.
Yeah. The hunting wagon to get that in this game, people, was
Expensive.
stupidly Ah! I hit a rock!
See, he tripped on a flea.
No, I ran straight into the rock, not paying attention. I
He tripped on a
smacked
flea.
right into the rock.
He tripped on a bug.
No, more like I went face first into the rock and over the rock.
He tripped on a
God
bug.
darn it. I
That's
put
a
the
reference, by the way.
perfect
If
Yes.
you weren't aware, he tripped on a bug.
Do it! Do it now! Do it! Do it!
Tripped on a bug. It's freaking hilarious.
Should I explain the bug that happens with horses? It's stupid.
I suppose you may, if you're going to.
My horse would randomly, its hair and mane would disappear, then it changes gender. My horse is female, then out of nowhere it'll be bald, and it'll be a male horse. I'm like, wait a second here. I don't know if they ever fixed that, I don't know.
Why not? Treat yourself.
I found it strange, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, horses in this game aren't cheap, either.
All right.
Nope.
You know where to find me.
So, I just upgraded my camp a little bit, too. I now got an A-frame tent.
Nice!
It's
You
a
see
step in the
your-
right direction.
Nice. I think you had the tent I had at one point.
At one point, yes, I had that one, too. It reset everything, like I said. But anyway, let's try to do something
Apparently
now.
I got lucky.
Hey, he's pulling out his, what you want to call
I
it?
hear it.
Harmonica.
Oh. Do I have my settings from that? Let me take a look at my settings. It'll be audio. No. Hey, I can hear him playing his harmonica on your end, but not my end.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I can look at the telegrams from the box. What is the Scolding contract?
Let me take a look at the telegrams too. The Skelding contract. A batch of telegrams from Ike Stickling offering hardcore jobs.
Intends his license for a capture of a senior member of the 7th generation, whereabouts unknown. No, I don't want to go capturing people. Strong medicine, what's this?
Ike Skelding.
Hereby extending his license for the investigation of possible 7th generation cult revival, hired lowlife's opportunity, using Blackwater Festival to recruit, operating at night, thin their numbers, and seize illegal tonics intended for use in inventory rights. Let's go back. In
We
bad
have
faith.
Snow and Reap.
Extends his license for the capture of suspected low affiliates of the 7th generation. It's a gang that apparently is going. Now leaders and desperate leaderless and desperate, these fanatics continue to work towards an unknown goal, all hiding in plain sight. Some pillagers of community, do not be deceived. Scolding. What would we like to do? I think strong medicine would be a good idea first.
Alright. And I am the host, so I have to do it.
I mean, I could
the
select
posse.
it too, but...
I did. And for some reason, it's like, nope. Okay, there it goes. I'm loading in now.
I was already loading in for some reason. Also, there's a new Telegram selection from the player inactive menu,
Yeah.
by the way. You know the little menu you can pull up for your posse and such? It's in there too.
Oh, yeah.
That's new. That was not on there the last time.
No, it was not. I will agree with you. And you were right. It didn't take long for my game to update.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're both in here. Nice.
Yep.
Make sure you got good guns.
I was debating on using a bow in this, but yeah, I got my sharpshooter in it.
I have my Evans, my bolt action. I will switch my Navy Colts though.
I don't have much ammunition for my other rifles, but I do have enough for my, what you want to call it, rolling block and my pistols, so... Oh, I know this guy. You remember him from the first missions we did in the online?
Remind me.
He's the one who took the head of that one bounty that the one sheriff guy was sending us after.
Oh, that one bitch?
He's like, all we need is his ugly fat head. Cuts the guy's head
Drops it.
clean off after he's dead and just dismembers the corpse. This is not
is that the guy?
Montez. This is his brother, though. I think that's how he goes about it. Or his cousin. The sheriff says. It was still funny to see. This is the guy from the first ever, what you want to call it, bounty mission. And my horse is acting dead.
That had to hurt.
It certainly did. It took a bit out of my health. Sure.
Okay, I do have a scope on my gun.
You may not need it if I think it's going to go the way I think it. We might be in close range quarters.
L3? The left joystick crouch.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you can walk up to him with your knife out and just stealth kill him.
Take out enemies at the camp. You guys want to move in and I'll take out the guys from afar? Let me know when. Your horse isn't in my way. A little late for that. Your horse does not want to get out of my line of sight.
Here we go! I tried killing him silently.
I saw him go down. I just started to shoot as the rest of them
Oh,
came
hey,
charging.
fireworks! I'm like, where's that boom sound coming from? My horse wants to die with me.
Your horse does not want to stop getting in my line of sight. I can't seem to stay focused on one. Ooh, that was a bad shot.
You right over there?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Ooh,
they're all dead.
let's loot a little bit. Oh wait, we can't. We gotta keep going.
I'm looting. I'm able to loot.
You too. So that's what I'm doing too. If you can get it, take it. Switch to my other gun.
Some ammunition here.
Ooh, there's some plants here too.
Yeah.
English mace.
Oh, one inside that tent right there. That's kind of sucks.
Yep.
This actually, I need to keep a lot of this. So.
I'm not seeing
here
any.
they come.
Oh, here they come. You said it just as I was seeing it
no,
too.
I think I know what was happening. The NPC was killing the other guy over here.
Mm-hmm. Is that all? Oh, now we follow him again.
Looping.
You know what? Why am I using that when if he's using a bow, I should use a bow?
You can use a bow, I'll go up and just murder. How about that?
That works for me.
I'll be stealthy as well, I'll just throw shit.
I've also got
Vlad,
dynamite, knives,
Vlad,
tomahawk.
Vlad, don't worry, I got my axe. They
I
won't
got
see my
knives,
top
too.
head a mile away.
Oh, following Lee. Where is he? What is he doing? Oh, he's crouching down here.
Here, let me
Watch
get a bow
out!
down.
You're not far away.
I know. Don't move. Let me get my bow. And also tell your horse to stay. Your horse is following.
Oh well, that would make sense. What the? I don't know who's alerted to me, but
There should be no one.
I just got shot at, so I don't know.
Oh, I killed them.
Got a horse too.
Vlad, they did not see me at all, and I shot them both in the neck.
I shot the horse in its ass twice, pardon my bad language.
Oh no! Oh no! Gotta keep up. I got a gold too.
Nice.
Okay.
Hold up. Slow up, don't run ahead of us. We don't know where we're going
crouch
yet.
running apparently. How am I crouch running?
Yeah, I
I'm
can do that,
faster,
too.
What the hell?
Mhm.
But
I know.
I don't think this is supposed to happen.
It does, I'm doing it myself. So, I mean, it's obviously something. Oh, we're closing in, I think. Slowing down. Yep.
Yes, we are. Hey, do you see the guys who are in front of us?
Yeah, I see a couple of them.
I got the guy. You got the guy, the one on the left. In
I
front of
don't
me?
know. I see one by a horse.
Okay. You see the two in front of me?
Nope. The one guy didn't die. Got him.
Behind you.
Huh?
Got you. I got your back.
No worries, I was trying to get the guy ahead of me somewhere. Whom now I don't even see. Every time I look, there's a shot coming out of nowhere.
And they just dropped dead.
And then they're gone before I even realize it. And I'm like, where the hell are these guys?
But I was just shooting with a bow.
Yeah, so was I, and I still couldn't find him.
Oh, I see him. He's up here.
Oh. Up where?
Right over here. By the screaming horse. Let's just follow this guy, because I'm guessing we'll get better money
Mm-hmm.
if we just follow him.
I was ahead of him, so I guess.
You like my bow?
What's yours look like? Nice. You like mine?
Yeah. Apparently I'm out of Deadeye core. I'm going to recharge that.
I'm not even using that.
Well, I was. For
I'm
stealthy
free
killing.
aiming it.
I should too, but I was just, getting used to the controls and shit again. And my language.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just wiping out a town?
Kinda. They're using the town as a cover for
May I ask you
recruitment.
this question in historical logic? Did they have fireworks back then in this part?
Yes, they had them even as early as BCE.
Alright, I thought I asked.
The Chinese were the first to make them. They were considered almost as good as cannonballs at one point.
No one saw a thing that God, look, Vlad.
There are enemies in the saloon.
Vlad, look behind you real quick. Look in the road. No one expects the guy to be dead. No.
What the? We did it! We killed them all!
Actually, there's one guy that's still not dead. Now he's dead.
Oh. He shot at me.
Vlad, you wanna know what happened? I knocked a guy out in front of you.
Nice. Yeah, I was still wrestling with him even though he was dead. I saw that one. Now we're in town and they can't hear our gunshots. Too awful, Will.
Wait, I have an idea.
Dynamite?
Look where I'm going.
Up, I assume?
You have a friend in the skies.
Yeah, I knew it. You were going up. I'm right behind him so we don't get a problem with it. Oh, it's in the street. Take out the patroller, let them pass. I'll take them out.
Hold up, where are they?
They're in the street ahead of us. Oh, I'm down. They got me with a shotgun. Nice. The guy instantly frickin' face shot me. Steal the wagon. Understood.
Oh, that's gonna hit the fucking horse. That did not need to be there. You saw that, right?
Nope.
How you shot him as I bowed him to death?
Got it.
Sir,
Get on.
I'm currently being shot.
Where is he? Oh, he's already gone. Keep him off me, I'm driving.
Yep.
Oh, that's him.
Believe it or not, one of them got lucky and hit me. Hit me pretty good.
Yeah, the one guy got lucky and had a shotgun for his weapon and blasted me right there in the face.
I saw that. As soon as I hit him in the face, you just downed into it.
I was like, what the fuck? Pardon my bad French. To our right. Yeah, our right. There you
What
go.
right?
To the left, coming up ahead.
Yeah, actually, I'm reloading.
And
this stuff
behind.
around. You might want to get your core back up.
I'm trying, but no promises on that one.
I got it. Hey, we're going horribly off! Horribly off!
I see this. I can't really control it.
You focus on driving. I'll focus on murdering.
I can if they're shooting the shit out of me, for crying out loud.
It doesn't help them when I'm shooting with explosive rounds.
They're shooting us still.
They stopped after a while.
Yeah, it always does. Can't keep us shooting them forever, you know.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And we are about to hit our 2-hour mark.
Oh, some gold. Not bad. Not bad.
No. Could be better, could be worse. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 and the story and the online. And I hope you tune in for another video.